Did you know that the Russian president's bodyguards date back to the czars? And that President Putin still uses a food taster like a king? Keep watching for everything you need to know about his security detail. Russian President Vladimir Putin is reportedly extremely cautious when it comes to his security and health. According to the New York Post, Putin has taken extreme measures to keep from getting sick during the COVID-19 pandemic, maintaining large distances between himself and anyone he meets with, including foreign dignitaries and even his own advisors. Putin also donned a hazmat suit and a full-face respirator while visiting a hospital in 2020. Putin is also concerned about the threat of assassination attempts and coups. He is a former KGB agent, so it should come as no surprise when it comes to his own security, he's got some tricks up his sleeve. He surrounds himself with bodyguards who are quick to act if they fear their president is in danger. UFC fighter Conor McGregor found out firsthand in 2018 when he put his hand on Putin's shoulder. According to the Post, Putin's bodyguards are part of the Federal Protective Service. The special unit calls itself the Musketeers, and they've been around a long time. The unit can be traced back to the 19th century when they were tasked with protecting Tsar Alexander III after the assassination of his father Alexander II. That assassination was carried out by a terrorist organization that called itself the People's Will, whose goal was to overthrow the government. Alexander II was killed by a bomb on the streets of St. Petersburg after several failed assassination attempts in which the People's Will tried to shoot him, derail his train, and blow up his palace. So who makes up the Musketeers of today? They're mostly combat veterans, right? Actually, that's not Putin's top priority. A former president's security employee told Russia Beyond, an arm of the Russia state media, it's unlikely that the president's security guard will have to arrange ambushes on mountain trails or jump with a parachute. Combat experience is useful, but it's often not applicable in our work. During war, you attack, and a bodyguard should only protect the dignitary from someone invisible. Russia Beyond says former police officers don't quite fit the bill either, since a bodyguard's work doesn't necessarily involve apprehending would-be attackers. Their job is to protect the president. Putin told director Oliver Stone they've done just that.
In other words, you trust your security, and they've done a great job.
Potential bodyguards are required to be good at anticipating possible threats, have some familiarity with politics, and have linguistic skills. They have to be under 35 years old. They also must be between about 5 feet 9 inches and 6 feet 3 inches tall, and need to weigh between 165 and 200 pounds. According to the Post, it is believed that upon reaching age 35, guards are replaced and often handed jobs elsewhere in the Russian government. Putin's security detail scouts locations ahead of time. They run through worst-case scenarios that could play out, sometimes even planning for hypothetical situations involving natural disasters. Putin's security detail inspects anywhere he will be staying, including active surveillance on electronic devices. They install jamming devices to prevent bombs from being remotely detonated. According to Russia Beyond, Putin's guards carry 9mm Gurza pistols which can fire 40 armor-piercing rounds per minute. Putin's bodyguards are often seen carrying briefcases, which are actually bulletproof shields. They've also been seen carrying umbrellas made of Kevlar. The Post reports that when Putin makes public appearances, he is surrounded by multiple bands of bodyguards. There are typically 4 rings of guards around Putin at any time, including the guards closest to Putin, who typically wear dark suits, sunglasses, and earpieces. These guards are often seen in a ready position, according to Russia Beyond, in which one of their hands is raised, prepared to jump into action. Other members of his security detail are not quite as conspicuous. Guards stationed further from the Russian president try to blend in with crowds. There are usually snipers in the area as well. Putin usually travels in a heavily armed motorcade consisting of armored vehicles, machine guns, and anti-aircraft missiles. In 2012, Gilles Brigard, who founded Club des Chefs, an organization that cooks for heads of state, told the Telegraph that food tasters have been used to protect the president too. Tasters still exist, but only in the Kremlin, where a doctor checks every dish with the chef. It has also been alleged that Putin has employed the use of body doubles over the years. According to the Post, Putin admitted in a 2020 interview that he had been offered body doubles for trips to Chechnya in the early 2000s, but he had declined the offer. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more grunge videos about newsmakers and historical figures are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.